Hi, here we are. Another part of the Moose Jaw City Police Service. We're up in the Chief's boardroom, which a lot of people don't get to see, but you know it's a pretty nice place. And I'm talking to Dalton Johnson, who is the man when it comes to the Polar Plunge, which is a big, it's really got a lot of people going. Dalton, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
And so let's talk about what the Polar Plunge is.
So the Polar Plunge is, it's in partnership with Law Enforcement Torch Run as well as the Special Olympics Saskatchewan. And basically what we'll be doing is, just as it sounds, we'll be plunging into some cold water.
We will be?
Well, you know, you might have to get aboard.
Are you going?
I will be out there
man.
plunging in. So it's going to be held down at Canadian Tire parking lot in Moose Jaw on February 18th at 1 p.m. And we'll have contestants or people involved going up and polar plunging in to some cold water.
You got this big tank set up there?
Yes, so we have one of our sponsors, Mr. Bin, is providing a big bin, and it's going to be lined with a pool liner and filled with water from the Moose Jaw Fire Department, and it'll be pretty cold that day, and we'll get individuals who have partaked in the fundraising and the event itself to jump into the cold water.
Who are some of the famous people that you have already recruited? It's like a list of who's who.
It is a list of who's who of who's joining. So the mayor of Moose Jaw, the police chief, I believe we also have the fire department chiefs. I'm part of commercial vehicle enforcement. Our enforcement managers have challenged each other. They'll be involved there. We have other members in the community as well as businesses that have challenged each other to get involved.
Yeah. Now, when you say challenge, what they do is they challenge you, say, I can raise more money than you can raise.
Exactly, yes. And all the money raised is going to Special Olympics Saskatchewan.
And of course, the mayor would be involved in that because he's the chair of the Moose Jaw Special Olympics Committee, and it's a big, important part of his life.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Well, I'm just thinking that's going to be it's a cool thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Yeah.
But Dalton, you just mentioned the torch run, and that's a really big deal nowadays.
It is. So the Law Enforcement Torch Run, it's been around since the 80s, and what it is a committee of law enforcement members throughout for us is Moose Jaw District, as well as in the province, then Canada, and then North America as well. And it's basically what we're doing is we're trying to raise awareness for Saskatchewan Special Olympics, as well as raise funds for Saskatchewan or Special Olympics itself for the sports and the athletes.
Yeah, and of course, the people who are involved with Special Olympics, they are either physically or mentally challenged, but they love to compete in sports. I mean, there are Olympics for them and all sorts of things.
For sure. So basically what it is the Special Olympics is trying to provide and improve the opportunities in sports for individuals with intellectual disabilities to try and get them more involved. I know sports has played a big role in my life growing up, so and just for everyone in life, sports does play a big role.
Yeah, and just like everybody else in our society, they like to participate too.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. So now the torch run, does it take place? Is it time to come to Moose Jaw at that day?
The torch run that day. It's not time for that day.
Okay.
The Moose Jaw district, as well as other districts in the province, have different events that they do throughout the year. Fundraisers, and just one of our fundraisers is the Polar Plunge. We have multiple.
I was talking to Sheldon McNaughton about the investiture of time and energy by the police members of the Moose Jaw City Police, but also every person in emergency EMTs or any kind of what's the proper word I'm trying to get there? It's
emergency
services. Yeah, and they get out and they do things because, like, you played sports a lot, and you can relate to that. But also there are people who coach, there are people who administer, there are people who are involved as linesmen or referees or whatever. And it's just a really good thing to see another side of an enforcement officer see them out there doing that thing and having fun.
Yeah, for sure it is. And to name some of the people involved in the Moose Jaw district, there's different. It's not just Moose Jaw City Police. There's also there is the military police from 50 Wing Moose Jaw that are involved. There's Saskatchewan court sheriffs who are involved. We also have the Canadian Pacific Railway police that are involved, commercial vehicle enforcement, and
what about you?
Yeah, commercial vehicle enforcement, myself, and
Champagne?
as of right now, they do play a role in the law enforcement torch run.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm missing anyone.
We've got a specialist off camera who promised to prompt us, and he's giving us nothing.
Yeah, I know he's giving us nothing, but I think I've named.
You did a good job, yeah.
Yeah.
And so those guys, and when you see all those different police forces and enforcement agencies, that's a lot of people in our community to do those things.
Yes. There, a lot of all the members in our district take a role in making these events happen.
How did you get involved with that? How did you get to be the man?
The man today, well, how I first got involved with Law Enforcement Torch Run is when I first started my working for commercial vehicle enforcement. They've always had someone involved with the Law Enforcement Torch Run. And starting up, they spoke about it. They gave us a presentation, said this is what the Law Enforcement Torch Run is about. And right away I said I want to be involved. So I send out an email and I say, I want to be involved in the Law Enforcement Torch Run. Let me know. Whatever I can do. And actually 3 days later, I got a phone call, and they're like, we have a event, the Special Olympics banquet night at the end of the year. We need a representative for the Law Enforcement Torch Run. Would you like to go? I said, sure. So I get there. Great night. Got to spend a whole evening having supper with athletes, their families, events coordinators, and it really just showed how much these sports and these activities and what people put into the Special Olympics Saskatchewan really does for these athletes and their families. So it was a good night, and that kind of what kick-started me into the Law Enforcement Torch Run.
Yeah, and you get involved with the mayor, and then he became the mayor, and you say, well, I know somebody. Or,
Yeah.
Could you jump in this water for me? Well, yeah, I guess I can.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's really good. Now, if anybody wants to volunteer or wants to do some fundraising, how do they go about doing that?
So the ways to fundraise is you can join online at the Polar Plunge website, and the links for that are at the Moose Jaw Police Service website, which is mjpolice.ca, as well as at the Special Olympics Saskatchewan website, which is specialolympics.sk.ca. And we don't want to leave anyone out who might not be technologically savvy or just feels like going the old way of the paperwork. You can get a hold of Landon here at the Moose Jaw Police Service.
Yeah, Constable Landon
Giroge.
Yes.
I'm sorry if I pronounced his last name
I did
wrong.
very well.
Yeah, thank you. And so you can get a hold of him at lgiroge@mjpolice.ca, or just call the Moose Jaw Police Service and get a hold of him here.
It's 694-7600.
Correct.
Yeah, so you can call and use the phone.
Right, and so there is some incentives we'd like to do for, so doing the event, it's a $100 entry.
Yes.
But you could also fundraise and get some pledges for yourself, which would just, if you get the $100 raised, does the exact same thing as paying $100. But so each person who participates gets water shoes, Polar Plunge water shoes.
So they're lined.
Yes, they're your basic water shoes with the Polar Plunge logo. And then after each increment of $50, so 150, 200, 250, and 300, there's more increments, and in those increments you get some incentives.
Is there a bathing suit involved at all?
No, you get more of a maybe there's toques, there's mitts, there's scarves.
Yeah. To wear after plunge apparel.
Yes, yeah. And so after you do the plunge, we also are going to have a hot tub there, so you can hop in real quick and warm up.
Oh, you're thinking of everything.
We're trying.
Yeah.
So so it starts at 1 o'clock on February 18th, but registration is an hour before, so noon, 12 o'clock to get registered for the event.
Okay, and this takes place on Saturday.
February 18th at the Canadian Tire parking lot in Moose Jaw.
Well, you get out there and have fun.
Oh, thank you. Can't wait to see you there.
Oh boy. And you can wear costumes.
Yes, that's another big thing is we want to make this a fun event.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure everyone can get out there, enjoy it, and we recommend, try on a costume, wear a costume into this, make it fun.
You could go with a basketball player.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
I could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to say thanks to Dalton for talking to us about today. And of course, the Polar Bear Plunge is taking place up at Canadian Tire. Get involved. It supports the Special Olympics, which is a wonderful organization to support, and the Torch Run, which it takes place all across Canada and the United States during the year. So there's lots of events planned to help them. So thanks to Dalton for being here. Thanks to you for watching. We'll see you again soon on Moose Jaw this week.